After about a month or so, I get word from people in the office that Jamie is on some low key hate shit.
Damn.
Like, why is his show doing so well? What is he talking about that ain't everybody else ain't talk? What? Why? And then one day, one of the sisters who told me what he was saying.
Oh snap! What's that you got on?
Yo, these new R.1s by Randy.
I'm in the future with this. I'm stepping on top of the world. These are the new R.1s by Rampage. Order right now. Land to land, sea to sea, state to state. These are official. Don't wait. The R.1s by Rampage. Rated R Empire. Yep.
Hey, get your pair right now by going into the description box and clicking the link at the top line of the description box. Tell them your boy Old God and Sandman from the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast sent you.
And then a few years after that, I meet Jamie Foxx's manager, Marcus King. That was his manager, his then manager. Mm-hmm. And Jamie was managed by a couple. Jamie Foxx he got his name from the wife of this couple, and that was Marcus and Jamie King. If you remember the Jamie Foxx TV show, that was his name in that TV show, Jamie King.
Yep.
So Jamie Foxx's real name is Eric, but I met Marcus King on the basketball court. We used to hoop, and then one day Marcus was like, "Yo, man, Jamie Foxx is about to do this deal with Sirius XM satellite." And on the basketball court, I talk mad crazy, and I'm talking crazy and reckless to these white folk. And Marcus loved that. He was like, "Yo, man, I'm doing this TV show called Black Men Revealed. Would you come on?" And then I came on Black Men Revealed in my show with the late, great, what's my brother's name? Comedian that just died. I forgot the brother's name. Man, I'm getting old. David Arnold.
Yeah.
David Arnold. David Arnold was the host. And I did the TV show with him, and that was one of the highest rated shows. And then after that, Marcus was like, "Yo, I want you to come check out the Jamie Foxx show." And this is when I first met Jamie, and that was the weirdest. Jamie's always been weird. Our relationship has always been weird, But I met Jamie and Claudia Jordan. I think Brian Shaw's wife was there, and I was sitting watching them do radio, and they had all type of Padron, and they was drinking, and it just seemed like a clusterfuck. It just seemed crazy. You feel me? It just seemed retarded what they were doing. And then finally, Jamie looked over at me after about an hour. I was like, "You the relationship guy. Won't you come on in here and do this show?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I get on and I start talking, and I'm talking like it's just you and me, right?
Right.
I ask a question. I said, "I hear you guys in here talking about men and talking real reckless about men. And one thing is, you guys are talking about the law of attraction." And I said, "Wouldn't that mean you attract what you are? Like if you got bad men coming into your life, if the law of attraction is real, that means you're partly responsible for the negative experience you're getting from these guys." Now that's when it go bad. Jamie, one of the girls was like, "Who is this fake ass Genuine in here talking shit?" Claudia Jordan was like, "You must have some real big ass balls to be talking like that." She literally got up and walked over and grabbed my nuts,
Wow.
during this show, man. It was crazy. And like I said, man, I'm from a different place, man. I was originally born in Chattanooga. I was in the foster care system. I lived in Alton Park projects. So I'm not really one that you can talk reckless to. This is one of the issues that I've had to overcome in my life. And I say all of that to say, after a certain amount of time of them yelling and screaming, I said, "All you bitches shut the fuck up." And Jamie was like, "Oh, what?" So Jamie gets back on. Jamie gets back on the line and goes, "Hey, yo, we got to take a quick break, a commercial break." And then after they go to commercial break, he go, "Marcus, who the fuck is this nigga, man? This light-skinned nigga crazy than a motherfucker, man." And that's how me and Jamie met. And so after a while, it took me a little bit. After a while, Marcus King says, "All right, I want you to come back to the Foxhole, but I want you to go on Speedy's Comedy Corner, where there's a round table of comedians." And he says, "I want you to be the voice of reason." He said, "I know you can joke with motherfuckers. I know you funny and you can joke with cats, but I don't want you to joke. What I want you to do is give the information and the knowledge that you have." I said, "All right, I could do that." And from that show, it blew up, of course. Rodney Perry was on that show. The great Corey Holcomb was on that show. Tiffany Haddish, everybody was on that show. Lewis Dix. And so what comes from that is I get my own show, The Voice of Reason, on Sirius XM satellite. And that show took off.
Mm-hmm.
It took off, man. It blew up. This 2008, it blew up. And after about a month or so, I get word from people in the office that Jamie is on some low-key hate shit.
Damn.
Like, why is his show doing so well? What is he talking about that ain't everybody else ain't talk? What? And then one day, one of the sisters who told me what he was saying said, "Why don't you just go see the show? Why don't you just go in and peep the show?" Right. So he comes in one time with this white chick, and they sit directly behind me while I'm filming the show, recording the show. And then he tells the engineer, "Set up the microphone, set up the mic." He sets up the mic, and then Jamie gets on. He goes, "Hey, man, I just want to apologize for what went down on the last show. My show is full of a bunch of heathens, but I really can see that you're doing your thing." And I was like, cool. The motherfucker was on there singing, and, you know, he was doing his Jamie thing, you know, and it was cool. And I thought from that moment, we was good.
Damn.
But we really wasn't good, you know, you know, because there was a time where I go into one of the Speedy's Comedy Corner show, and I put my hand. I'm going into the they got a little refrigerator there, and I'm going to get something to drink. And I look up, and he's standing in the hallway, in the doorway, and I put my hand out to him. He don't accept my hand.
Wow.
And then he walks away, and then he says, "A room full of nothing."
Damn.
Oh yeah, he was like that, and you know he's always been like that, just a weird ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the brother, just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like just awkward motherfucker.
Right.
So that's how I got my start. Actually, my first start in radio, and from there, you know, I meet Corey Holcomb. Me and Corey hit it off great. We have a unique chemistry together. We like Hoppy and Smitty from the Sanford and Son. I be saying, you know, deep, articulate, and intellectual shit. Not that brother's a very intellectual brother, but the way he says it is very street oriented. So I'll say some deep shit, and then he'll go, "And for the regular niggas," and then he'll break it down in their language. So that's how the 5150 show blew up, because Corey was on Speedy's Comedy Show Corner for a while. And then after, maybe a year after I got my show, then the 5150 show came on Sirius XM. And then that show took off. It blew up. So that's my start in radio.
Hey, man, we appreciate your time. Zoe Williams on the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. Hey, brother, let us know where they can find you, where they can follow you, man. And we definitely appreciate your time, your wisdom, brother, for sure.
Hey, listen, I broadcast live every day from 7 to 9 p.m. through my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The channel is called The Zoe What Show all one word, The So What Show. I broadcast every day. From there, you download the KBLA Talk 1580 app. Man, that's what I'm doing over there. Of course, I got 3 books. My 2015 release is called The Relationship Dismount: How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. That is the most critically acclaimed book that I have so far. My 2019 book is called The Holographic Relationship. And in that book, that's where I like to think Jada got entanglement from, because that's one of the chapters where I talk about relationship entanglement. And then my latest book came out October 5th of 2021 called The Shrouded Lighthouse: How to Discover the Silver Lining in Any Situation Shift. Dope ass book, man. And I'm working on my 5th book right now. So you guys can support in that way. But I appreciate you brothers for having me on.
We appreciate you. Zoe Williams on the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. Salute.